Hi there, this is Aubrey Chauke. I'm a tutor for accounting, business studies, EMS, as well as research. If you are watching this channel, you are definitely at the right place. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking that subscribe button on your bottom right. Once you're done with that, you can go to our comment section and leave your comments there. Send us your suggestions, anything that you want us to do, leave it in the comment section and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Today in our lesson, we are going to talk about how to formulate a research topic. At some point in life, we all are faced with a situation where you either have to look for information to solve a particular problem, or you have to ask somebody to help you. So we might as well look for ways that we can use to generate research topics. As a university student, as a person who is studying at a high school, at some point you'll be given work to conduct research on a particular topic. So this topic is very important as it will really help us to understand how we can solve problems that we are facing on a daily basis. Before I start discussing the stages that I want to talk about or the tips that I want to talk about, I'm going to talk about how important it is that you firstly start by focusing on coming up with your research topic. A research topic is very important. Based on your research topic, I can be able to tell the kind of research design that you want to use. I can be able to tell the kind of people that you're going to have as participants of your study. So you might as well want to put some effort in ensuring that you come up with a good research topic. Like I said before, in our daily lives, we are always faced with problems, and when we are faced with problems, we end up having to look for means to find solutions. Research is part of our daily lives, and we might as well take it serious. I'm gonna give you an example. If your child comes home and you realize that they have a bruise on their cheek, you'll want to find out what happened. That moment when you ask the child what happened, you are already starting to do investigations. And once your child tells you what happened, you will want to take it further. You will want to go to the school and maybe inquire with the teachers so that you can get enough information as to what happened. And based on the information that you have been given and the evidence that you have through your child having bruises, you'll be able to take action. So research is very important. Management, businesses, government leaders use the information that has been collected from research to make significant decisions. So at the end of the day, it's very important that we understand how research works so that we can be able to solve problems in our daily lives. With that being said, I'm going to start discussing the tips that we have to talk about. The best way of coming up with a research topic is to look at the issues that are currently happening in your community. This is very simple because some of these issues that are happening are the things that are affecting you on a daily basis. For example, when it comes to issues like crime, all of us in the community at some point have been affected by crime, or we know somebody who was affected by crime. Some have lost their parents through crime, and so forth. And you can also look into things like for example, in my area we have water crisis. So I might decide to come up with a topic that is phrased like this: an inquiry into the water crisis at Hammarskraal. And through that I've already created a research topic. Somebody knows that I'm going to conduct an investigation. They know that I might consider using observations, going into people's houses, checking the quality of their water, so that I can have evidence to back up my research. So when you come up with your research topic, just make sure that you are as practical as possible. Look at the community issues in your area. This is something that you can relate to. This is something that you can use to convince the people, your research panel, the people who will be looking at your study and approving it. So you want to come up with something that is more realistic to you. So coming up with a research topic that aims at solving your community issues, that's very important, and this will make your research to be simple. You will actually enjoy your research journey because this is something that you are affected by on a daily basis. The second thing that you want to make sure that you do is to talk to your supervisor. Remember, your supervisor has been in the field for a particular period of time. They've been there for a long time. So they've seen quite a number of research topics. They've seen some shortages in certain fields of study, and then they might suggest a research topic for you. You can get to discuss your research topic with your supervisor, and then they will advise you based on the topic that you've come up with. And sometimes you can even look at maybe the previous studies that were done by your supervisor or by students from your school, and then from there you look at the gap in terms of what was conducted. You look at their literature reviews, and then you check, can I come up with a research topic from this? So when you talk to your supervisor, you are able to get ideas, and also talking to your supervisor helps you to get your research topic to be approved very quickly, because sometimes you can come up with a research topic thinking that this is the best research topic ever, only to find out that your research topic is irrelevant. So when you talk to your supervisor, you are at a much better position to come up with the best research topic ever. Remember, your supervisor has been in the field more than you, and then they have more information than you. They know which research topics are appropriate and not. And then sometimes, when you do your research and you come up with your research topic without involving your supervisor, you end up coming up with research topics that are difficult to investigate. Like, for example, I remember when I was doing my honors, the first topic that I had was concerning one of the government institutions, and then I didn't take into consideration how difficult it is to get approval to conduct research on government institutions. But then when I spoke to my supervisor, he helped me to be able to realize how challenging it will be for me to be able to conduct the research on that particular institution. And it was really difficult. It took me about 3 months. Every time when I went to that institution, they will tell me that so and so who is supposed to approve my research topic is not available. And then by that time I was losing time. By June I had to submit my research proposal, but unfortunately I had to change my research topic, because I could not do a research topic without approval from that particular institution. Remember, when you do research about a particular organization, you need permission from them. Those are one of the things that the research committee will actually request from you. So without talking to your supervisor, you won't know which topics are doable. So you want to make sure that you capitalize on talking with your supervisor about the research topic that you have in mind. And I hope that this will really help as you go through that journey. Another thing that you want to make sure that you do is to check the literature in the field that you are in. Check what topics have been written so far. What is it that the authors are mostly saying? Is there any gap in that particular field that you want to be able to fill? Like, for example, you'll find out that certain studies have been done. Maybe let's say when I was doing my research for masters, one of the things that I realized was that my research topic was mostly conducted on a national level. In the provincial level, it was there was a shortage. So that's how I got the gap. So you want to make sure that you look at your research topic. You want to look at the literature concerning your research topic, and then from there you check how is this topic investigated. What are the gaps that you have identified so far? Like I said before, that in my case I realized that similar studies that were conducted related to my topic were mostly done on a national level. So what I did together with my supervisor, we conducted the study at a particular district level, and so I filled the gap at an now a study that covers that province and the district. So at the end of the day, I was able to fill the gap in the literature, and that's something you want to do. when you come up with research topics, you want to fill the gap in literature. Remember, as you progress with your studies, they will ask you about the contributions of your study. How will the topic that you come up with help you to fill a particular void or a space that is left in the field? How will you contribute to the field and make it much better? So you need to think about such things when you come up with a research topic, and I hope that this really helps. One best way of coming up with a research topic is to use the problem that you have faced in the past. I remember at the institution that I was studying at, there was this particular student, who had a rough registration period. During those days, before you register, you had to queue. You'll have to come early in the morning around 5 a.m. and only to register at 3. So that was a challenge, and then that student used that particular challenge to come up with a research topic. And I remember when I was reading that study, it was very interesting. It was one of the best studies that I've ever read in my life, because this person was, when they came up with the topic and then coming up with the research questions that they want to be able to address, they were looking at things that they experienced, and it was easy for them to be able to come up with research topic based on that, because this person was talking from experience. Unlike when I come up with a topic that I know nothing about, it's boring. When I think about that research, I get sleep and so forth. But then in case of this student came up with a topic that was related to something that he or she had faced in the past. So it was very interesting. And then, one of the things that happened was that after, I think a year after that, most institutions started to implement online registration system. At this moment, we no longer go there to queue for registration. You just register online. So out of a problem, somebody came up with a research topic that was later invented. So it's one of the best ways that you can come up with a research topic, when you use the problems that you faced in the past. One best way of coming up with a research topic is to also talk to your friends about the challenges or the things that they wish they could change. This will help you to be able to look at the problems that are currently happening and come up with a research topic. Like, for example, if maybe your friend in their area, they are facing water crisis, they can talk to you about that. Like, hey, my friend, where I'm staying, the water is very dirty. Like, for example, what's happening in Hammarskraal, the water is just so dirty, or you can't even drink that water, let alone bath. So someone can come up with a topic based on that. Like I said, maybe a topic that shows that this person will be conducting an investigation, like something like an inquiry into the water crisis at Hammarskraal. It's a research topic. So based on that challenge or the problem that my friend was facing in his area, I was able to come up with a research topic. So this is one of also the best ways of coming up with a research topic. Okay, and then one thing that you must also make sure is that when you come up with these research topics based on what your friends are challenged with, make sure that you talk to them first about that, seek their permission. I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I've told somebody a challenge that I'm facing, and then suddenly they make a study out of that. So you might want to be ethical and check the sensitivity of the issue also, and talk to your person, that like your friend, that you are thinking about coming up with a research topic based on what he or she is facing. And then from there, if they give you the permission, you can use that as a research topic. But you must always make sure that that research topic that you've come up with, it's accepted in the academics, and then that topic must also be linked to the field that you are currently in. I can't be talking about depression when I'm in business management. Like, how will that make a contribution to my field? You feel me? You understand? So you need to keep that in mind. Another thing that you want to also make sure that you do is to visit the platforms where people are able to complain. Platforms like Hello Peter are the best platforms to find people's complaints, and then Through that, you are able to come up with a research topic. Remember, when you conduct research, you have a particular purpose in mind. It could be that you want to inform people about a particular issue, or you just want to solve a particular problem that is currently happening. So you want to make sure that you visit complaints platforms. Like, for example, maybe if I'm a person who runs a business and I realize that, no man, my sales are starting to go down, customers no longer talk to me, things are happening, customers are no longer happy, I might want to visit Hello Peter and just check if there's nothing bad that was written about me, and based on what was written, I'll be able to improve my business so that I can avoid losing customers. So you see how research is important. Right now, if a business is not making enough sales and customers are suddenly leaving, if they check Hello Peter, they might find their solutions to their problems. So conducting an investigation in such complaints platforms, it's very important. You'll be able to come up with a research topic. One of the most important things that you want to make sure that you do when you look for a research topic is to visit the social media platforms. Most of the time when there is a problem in this age, in this digital era, people always take out their challenges or their frustrations to social media. If you go there, you'll find a lot of research topics that you are not aware of. Remember, we are living in an age where almost everything is digital. So using social media platforms to find out ideas about a research topic could really help. I'm gonna give you an example. One day, I think it was in 2019 or 2020, there was this particular customer who bought a lettuce from this particular store. It's one of the most expensive or those luxurious stores where people buy products. And then that customer got something, I can't remember if it was a frog or what, but they got something like that in a lettuce. And instead of going to the store, that customer took a picture of that thing that was inside the lettuce and took it to social media. And then we were wondering what was happening. Why was that particular store trending? Only to find out that it was because of that Facebook post or tweet that particular person made during the day. And even the attention of that store was grabbed because people were complaining. If I remember well, I think that an article was also written in one of the popular news sites. So you want to make sure that you look at social media platforms and check at the complaints that people have and formulate a research topic from that. Thank you so much for watching. We have reached the end of our discussion or presentation. If you have any question, please feel free to use the details that will follow on the screen and get in touch with us. Please tell us how you want us to improve. If you have any positive comment that you want to make, I would really appreciate that. Remember, my intention is to educate, is to make the world a better place through education. So if you have any better suggestion, anything that you feel I should discuss in this channel, please get in touch. Use the details that will be displayed at the end of this video. God bless you. Shaumba, Shatrekere, Milalagade.